Now, this was a real person that existed. Some people are like, oh, he was this imaginary person. No, no, no. There's a lot of evidence that he actually existed. He lived, he breathed, he had blood in his veins. He was a walking man, M-A-N. It wasn't, some type of a flying guy with wings on his back. He was a man. He came through a womb. Now, but here's what's interesting, though. There was a little something different about this guy. The fact that he was a virgin birth documented in the text. But when I looked deeper in to see, well, maybe this was a mistake, or maybe it was a mistranslation, or did they remix this too? I found through the Apocrypha text that his grandmother was also a virgin birth. Now, this is really interesting. So we see this established bloodline here where through the grandmother comes his mother, and then through his mother comes him, both through in vitro fertilization. Okay? This is advanced technology. Someone purposefully did this. This was not a mistake. This wasn't an accident. This is some type of genetic tinkering. This is how you make a zygote and do in vitro fertilization in modern terms, in modern science, to create a baby in a womb that it came without having sex. And so that was for a purpose and a reason. And the only thing I can hypothesize is that the genetics that were added into this zygote, when you take an egg and you mix genetic material into the egg and then insert it into a womb, it must have been some of this DNA from the Anunnaki. So even though we all have Anunnaki DNA, and some people have a little bit more, and maybe it could have even been that he would regain his memories or from even maybe a past life and so forth as he got older. But what's interesting is as he got older, he became the age of 12, Yeshua disappears from the Bible. Where does he go? There's a text called the Gospel of the Holy 12. And this Gospel of Holy 12, which of course was left out of the canonized Bible, talks about where he went. He went to go live in Egypt. So I said, let me hop on a plane and fly to Egypt. So I go to Egypt and I find the place that he lived in Coptic Cairo. And you can still go there till this very day. It's a shrine there inside of this. Now, it used to be the house, but now it's a church. It's a Coptic church, obviously. But the place where he slept and laid his head is still there, him and his mother. And their names are engraved into the windowsill there as well. And it's kept very safe. So anyone from anywhere in the world with a passport can fly to the place where he actually slept as a child and a teenager. He then left from there and went up into Tibet to learn Qigong and Reiki healing and healing with the hands and energy, moving energy around the body and so forth. And that was confirmed by the Dalai Lama. And then